Hello and welcome to episode 467 of the Daily Sales Message Podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and smell more smuff too. Right, in today's episode, we're talking about easy obstacles. These are the things that you just let get in your way. They become excuses over time. Easy obstacles. I haven't got this piece of equipment. I don't know this. What about that? Blah, blah, blah. We pretty much let things stop us in business rather than they actually stop us. We kind of concede. And one of the best examples is this very podcast that you're listening to. If you have a look at it on Spotify and you scroll back to episode 1, and just before that there's the trailer on Spotify, you will see that in 2019, which is like 5 years before I'm saying these very words to you, 2019, I registered the name as a podcast there, the Daily Sales Message, bought the domain name, made the little background image, etc., created the trailer for it, and did precisely nothing with it until 2023. I let not enough time, not enough expertise, I don't know what I'm doing, blah, 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 all get easy obstacles, all get in my way, and it stopped me. The only thing that caused me to start this podcast was I met a guy that specializes in podcasts, and he said, you should have a podcast. And I said, oh my God, I know, 2019, I thought about it, haven't got the time, blah, blah, blah. And I heard myself saying these BS excuses to him, and I thought, do you know what? I have got time. I'll make the time. It is important. I'll do it. And you can tell, so this is episode 467. So literally, if you count back 467 days from today, that's the exact, or the day before that, 468, that's the exact day I pinky promised that guy and said, I'm going to make the podcast. That's it. I'm fed up of my own BS excuses. I'm fed up of the easy obstacles, the things I'm allowing to get in my way to be an excuse for me to not take action. So in your own life, in your own business, think about what are the easy obstacles? What are the things that you're allowing to stop you move forward? But really, you could take control of it. You could overcome it if you really wanted to, but they're just kind of a convenient excuse. And this is one of those things in your heart of hearts, you don't have to say it out loud to me or anybody else, but in your heart of hearts, you know things are real problems and obstacles for you, things that you could probably overcome if you wanted to, but you're not. And I can assure you from having overcome this in many occasions, podcasts in particular, I've nearly got 500 episodes of this podcast. I've had a ton of business out of it, a ton of great new contacts and friends and new content, new ideas, new opportunities. So much has happened because I overcame those easy obstacles. Right, that's it for this inspirational edition of the podcast. Tomorrow in episode 468, I don't want you to hesitate before you do this. I do not want you to hesitate before you do this, but you probably will hesitate because that's certainly what I do every time I see it. But I'll explain more about that in tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end, particularly if you've listened to more than 1 or 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 of these episodes. I know some of you have, you nutters. I do appreciate it. And there's hundreds more episodes in the bank coming up over the next few hundred days. I'll catch you in tomorrow's episode.